Ba, 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 ba. Let's drink some wine. Hi everyone, I'm Bryan Hinschberger.
And I'm Paul Hinschberger.
We're the Wine Brothers. We drink lots of wine. We talk about some of it. We drink way more than we talk about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We drink a lot of wine, but we love it. I work with Bon Vivant Imports, and we bring in wines from different countries in Europe, one of which is Italy, which is, has a very, very soft spot in my heart. I love it. Italy. We're part Italian. Like, supposedly exactly a quarter.
Yeah.
Our sister did the old saliva test.
Yeah. We're really Italian because we're a quarter Italian.
We're a quarter Italian, so we're pretty much the real thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, in Tuscany, there's this beautiful farm. It's called Loghi Farm. So these are the wines of Loghi. What's really particular and fun about this particular estate is this is located in the Orcia Valley and in the Crete Senesi, which is basically, if you've heard of Tuscany, if you've been to Tuscany, there's a very famous village called Montalcino, and on that zone is the DOCG of Brunello di Montalcino, and just outside of there is where you find the Orcia Valley, and Loghi Farm is situated there. But what the Orcia Valley has been known for probably much, much longer than even like their wine is the truffle sourcing. Mm-hmm. We all think of Alba up in Piemonte for the great white truffles, but however, in the Crete Senesi, there is known to be, a good connoisseur of a good white truffle would say, Orcia truffles are the way to go. Well, Valentino Berni is third generation truffle farmer who happens to have this wonderful talent and passion for winemaking, which I absolutely adore. So Loghi Farm is it's a 52 hectare property within the Orcia Valley, 4 hectares of vines, 4 hectares of olive trees. He makes an amazing olive oil. 17 hectares of land designated for truffles. So black summer truffles to the other kind of black truffles to more kind of black truffles. But then that little one window in the year, there's white truffles. We went. Paul has been here as well. Valentino took us truffle hunting with his sweet little dog. It's absolutely amazing. They just finds a black truffle, kicks it out. It was not white truffle season.
No.
Would have been a much different day. You have to dig deep for those things. But what's really cool is he brings out these gorgeous truffles, and he makes these amazing wines that I really think have a sense of place that speaks to it. And I don't think there's a particular wine. I'm not just going to throw this out there, but there's a particular wine that gives me more truffle that he does than this Bianco. And I know it's suggestive and blah 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 blah. However, I get so much truffle from his Bianco. This is 70% Trebbiano, 30% Malvasia, and I think it's gorgeous. It's all stainless steel. A few hours on the skins. It has this wonderful texture, this kind of richness to it. Paul, what's happening for you?
It is definitely rich. There's acidity to it, but it's not. That's not what its strength is. It's more of like a rich, textured white wine, which is really cool.
And for me, there's also a lot of, I don't know where this is necessarily coming from, but that briny quality. It's not on the palate. It's not like it's this crazy laser acid brine, but there's this salty, salty tone to Valentino's Biancos that I think also kind of run pure through the whole thread of it. It's fun juice for sure. And what's amazing, on this property, Valentino's lovely lady Elena, she brings in her guests or their guests and makes a 5-course truffle feast.
We also did,
which we also had to partake in. This is a tough life we got here. And she'll do 5 courses of things involving truffles, and it's fantastic. Of course, paired with the Loghi wines. If you're ever in that neck of the woods, definitely look these guys up because they put on quite a lovely production. Now, this is the Loghi Rosso. Loghi Rosso is 70% Sangiovese, the primary grape of Tuscany, really, and arguably much throughout Italy. 30% Merlot. The Merlot goes into first and second use barrel for 6 months. The Sangiovese is only in stainless tank. Blends that together, and kind of Orcia Valley is known for a lot of Cabernet, Merlot, and then Sangiovese as well. But I love this. This smells of Tuscany to me. If you know what that feels like, or that smells like, or that tastes like, this is Tuscany in a glass. Paul, go.
The earthiness that Tuscany can give you. This, I agree. It's really earthy right off the bat on the nose and on the palate, for that matter. There's a decent amount of fruit in the strawberry realm, but the earth is what really shines through. It's delicious. That
organic matter of the ground, mushroomy quality.
Totally.
And I'm not saying truffly mushrooms just to be quiche, but it's that soily damp dankness that you find within the forest floor. I love that. The texture of it's perfect. The acidity is really great. Sangiovese is a naturally high in acid varietal. And then mellowed out, but kind of also broadened in an interesting way with that Merlot. I think this is super smashable. I love this. This is a great glass pour type restaurant wine. And
smashable.
Yeah, you pick up the bottle and you smash it. No, you smash it back. You knock it back.
Okay.
You sipping back on Grandpa's old cough medicine?
I guess that's what the kids are saying.
I love this red. I think it's so beautiful. The Loghi Rosso, it's delightful. So, now kind of moving into, Valentino does several, well, not several, but a few more reds. And this is called the Senepale. Senepale, it actually takes its name off of the little creek that goes through their property, and is where the best white truffle zone for him is. Now, I don't know if you know truffles very well. They look like a tiny little turd, kind of round. I mean, not that bad, but they're round. They're gnarly looking, and they don't look like your classic mushroom. But this little river, or this little creek, goes through a piece of property called the Senepale, and kind of attests to the soil too of this area. This is why Orcia white truffles are supposedly better than even the Alba, is because of how much sand and silt is in the ground. They grow much rounder, much more proportionally than the knobby kind of crazy thing. But the Senepale, this is 70% Sangiovese, 25% Cabernet Sauvignon, and 5% Merlot. Now, this also is 0 sulfites, so no sulfites have been added to this wine during any part of the vinification process, and finished clean, so there's no oak aging on this either, it's just in tank. Where are you at here?
Well, if that was earth, this is mineral. It has a lot more of the rocky minerality.
Maybe the Loghi was water. Water, earth, mineral. This might be fire. Yeah. Well, we're gonna hope. So minerality. Sorry, I totally cut you off like I usually do.
But that's really tasty, and I'm surprised.
Aromatic. So much that minerality tone. That kind of core of almost that irony, bloody tone. Also on the nose. What's on the palate?
I mean, shines through on the palate too. Mineral blood. I don't know what the fruit is, I guess. I'd say cherry, but kind of pomegranate as well.
I mean, I'm going to throw out like a really cool dark peach. Which I don't think stone fruits typically when I taste red wine.
But it happens.
And I'm kind of getting that mineral peachy characteristic to it that... Do you get that at all?
Sure.
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah. I
God, this is pretty. I like this a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
I might actually, I would love this with like a grilled peach, heirloom tomato, like burrata salad.
Yes. We're having that tonight.
We're having that later, so I'm kind of excited.
Coincidentally.
Coincidentally, this is going to pair perfectly with this little salad we're going to work up. I like those.
You know what that reminds me of, and this is weird. Taking it to another house that you import, cigales. It has like, you know, that the minerality that cigales has. It kind of has a similar.
Oh, cool. Okay. I can dig on that. Or at least I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
So, and last but not least, this is the Loghi Cinabro. Cinabro is, I guess it's kind of a local dialect term for a color of red. So they have a few different
Like fire.
Like fire. That's a pretty dark fire.
Yeah.
Oh, but I get it. It's almost like the woods emblazonment upon the forest. Speaking of which,
We don't wish that upon the forest of Tuscany.
no, not at all. But I didn't realize I said there was 52 hectares, 4 hectares plus 4 hectares plus 17 hectares. That doesn't equal 52. The rest is just gorgeous forest. And I came back around. I had to catch up on my math there. But this now is 85% Sangiovese, 15% Colorino. Colorino is one of those grapes that has red pulp. So it's very, very dark grape.
Is it tannic as well?
Definitely.
It says a lot of tannic.
Colorino has quite a bit of structure.
Yeah.
And this is DOC Orcia. So the Orcia Valley has a DOC, and this is one of their couple that is DOC within the valley. God, it's pretty. Serious Sangiovese too.
Yeah, for sure.
And in fact, when
This is a 2011.
yeah.
And it's drinking fresh as can be. I mean, it's got so much structure and
Wow. Okay, so this reminds me, when you taste good Sangiovese, good Brunello di Montalcino, good Chianti, where Sangiovese is really the primary focus, where this is 85% Sangiovese, 15% another local varietal. Tell you a little secret. We're all hoping that this, the DOC of Orcia, well, actually, I don't know what I think, but the DOCG of Brunello di Montalcino is considering extending their property to include this little Crete Senese zone of Orcia. Why? Why would they do this?
because it's high quality.
Nah, it's because there's truffles. They want to have truffles in their land. However, it's because it's also just like it's right there. So the Sangiovese from this zone is extraordinary. I mean, you taste it right here. So they might extend into the land so they have truffles under their belts. Barolo has truffles. Brunello needs truffles. It makes sense.
Sure.
However, what it would do is we're essentially drinking possibly future Brunello.
Interesting.
Exactly. So these wines are exciting. I love Loghi Farm. I think it's so charming. They're the sweetest people. They're kind. They're wonderful. Valentino's making beautiful, beautiful wines, aside from his full-time day job of truffle hunting, which is crazy to me. And they're exciting. They're wonderful. So if you're ever out in Tuscany, just wandering around the forest and hills of Orcia Valley, go check out Loghi Farm. They're beautiful things. So,
yeah.
Anyways, until then, cheers.